We've just called in at Whelan to give that a go. So, I don't know, let's go for it. Now, this is an award-winning chippy. I'm going to tip that onto that plate there. Now, I'm not a fan of the polystyrene stuff. And SwiftOrder are supporting me on this mission to celebrate real, independent chippies. They're a family-run company helping takeaways off online ordering without paying commissions. So if you'd like to take orders online or you're fed up with paying high fees, SwiftOrder is an easy, reliable platform with one clear, low monthly cost. It's simple to use and it's backed by a UK support team that's always ready to help. But the chips are a bit of a... No, I mean, they're holding a lot of this oil, as you can see. And they're all a bit skinny. Not got a bad flavour, actually. Now, the batter, it's a bit heavy in places, as you can see there. Bit doughy. But it is a bit of a shame. And there is plenty of it. Chips themselves, they taste okay. Let's go with their curry. The shop itself was fantastic. It really was. Very English style curry. Very fruity. Very fruity. Salty. Customer service was fabulous from the guy that was serving us. I think he was actually the actual owner. The shop looked spotless. It really did. There was a seating area and a toilet, I think, at the back. There was seating outside for those summer days. I'm just going to flip this over to give us a bit more room here. Tartar sauce. That tartar sauce actually makes a difference. But again, it's just a shame that it's like that. The more I crawl round through this, the more I'm disappointed. Now, this is a top-rated chippy. Gordon Ramsay's actually been there, but he obviously didn't turn up on the day that I was here. It's got plenty of flavour going on. Too much wetness going on. But at the same time, there's lots of good to be said about it. Unfortunately, I wasn't overly impressed with the chips today. Or the batter. So it's back to the computer. Where we're going to look at some reviews. A low one, somewhere in the middle, and mine. So we'll see you there. Right, so before we get into these reviews, I'd like to thank Neil and his son. They were walking along the front while we were making this video. And he offered to do a little bit of drone footage with his Mavic Pro 2, I think. And so, yeah, that was really nice. It was nice to have a little chat. Got a little bit of footage, so thanks, Neil. And there's a lot of lovely people along that front, all wanting to chat. I think probably because we were parked so close to the footpath where everybody was walking up and down. And, yeah, it was nice. It was really interesting. So let's have a look at some of these reviews. 1 star. Had fish and chips from here yesterday and found them to be disgusting. Really soggy and dripping in oil. Couldn't finish them. Also, I love tartar sauce, but from here it tastes nothing like tartar, more like a tub of mayo. 3 star. There was an atmosphere caused by some bald chap overviewing the service staff. What a miserable person he is. Needs to get a job he likes. 5 star. We visited Whelan's fish and chips and absolutely loved it. The atmosphere is cosy and the staff is very welcoming and attentive. The food comes out quickly and looks so appetizing. The fish is incredibly fresh with a perfect crispy coating, and the fries are golden and delicious. The portions are generous and everything is served hot. The sauces are a real highlight. They complement the fish and chips perfectly. You can really tell that quality and flavour come first here. A wonderful place that we'd love to come back to again and again. And a little blue heart there. and that was dining in. Mine, 3 stars. Approaching Whelan's, it was immediately clear that this was a good-looking, well-designed and well-maintained chip shop. A member of the staff greeted me and was polite and friendly, although another had me wondering if I had arrived a minute before closing, though this was likely just his character. I ordered the large cod with chips and curry sauce. The fish itself was thick, fresh and very enjoyable, with a slightly sweet flavour to the flesh. Unfortunately, the batter let it down in many places. It was heavy and doughy, which detracted from what was otherwise a great fish. The chips were quite skinny and were holding onto the oil, leaving them a little limp. The curry sauce had a good consistency, but was too salty. Overall, this is a great-looking chippy and restaurant, spotlessly clean and well presented. However, I found the food I ordered to be underwhelming. Cooking in oil, payment cash or card, hygiene rating 5, fish review, large, cod. See you on the next one.
The Chippy Tour, cruising the coast, can't ignore. With every bite I'm loving it more. Saving the chippies, that's what I'm for. Yo, I hit the road, got salt in my veins. From London to Scotland, through sunshine and rain. Fish and chips in my hand, it's a noble quest. Supporting the classics, yeah, I'm doing my best. Met a bloke in Troon with a tempura squid. A castle in Wales where I had my bid. From mushy piece of battered Mars bar. A culinary Johnny, I'm a food rock star. I'm the Chippy Tour, tasting it all. Beef fritter scraps, yeah, I answer the call. Savory scallops, deep fried dreams, keeping chippies alive, that's my team. Biggest fish, battered sausage on a roll. Fish cakes so good they'll nourish your soul. Squid so crispy, prawns in a crunch. A battered mushroom makes the perfect brunch. Deep fried pizza, yeah, wacky delight. Curry so